from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Boone Pickens Stadium. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Red Raiders head coach before the game. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance. But consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Red Raiders ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Left side is Coleman. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
And this is an offense that talked about really wanting to take that taste out of their mouth from a week ago. Getting the loss, like they wanted to bounce back, they wanted to start fast, and that's kind of frustrating.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. He's changing the play. Needs it here on 4th down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Out wide right, it's Young. And it's caught, but he's stopped short, and you have to get the route past the marker on 4th down.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman Williams. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. And the Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. The Red Raiders have pushed it inside the 20. They'll run it. It's Williams. Could be enough. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Oh, they've got him in the backfield. A disaster on that one and a loss of 6.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Young. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Cowboys come to the line in the hurry-up.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They'll line up for a second down play. On the move. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He's going to run it. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. This offense has it with really good field position. Straight ahead, it's Ncaa. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
And, man, I don't know that there's a better 1-2 punch in all of college football when it comes to complementing each other than these two backs. Dickey can run downhill, stay square, be powerful. Williams can make – you can play touch football in the elevator and lose to that guy. So dynamic, good out of the backfield. Palmer, this offense, I know they got a new QB, but to me it starts on the ground.
It does, and I think that's the part that really makes this offense so unique and dynamic, is it really is an air raid principle type offense, but they're still running it about 50% of the time. And you just mentioned the 2 guys back there. When you've got talent like that, why not? They absolutely should tote the rock.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And the Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Hammond. Got it! So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some balance, but they can pick up yards in chunks. And you're seeing it happen. A really nice completion there. They ran it the play before, and now here they are knocking on the...
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And he's in for his 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line, be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for room, it's Hawkins. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period will be a second down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Second down, going to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Right side, it's Young. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Motion from the wideout. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He was draped all over him as soon as he caught the ball. Knocked him down behind the line, and they get the stop on fourth down.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now, they go for it on fourth down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. The Red Raiders will hustle to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
All over him immediately. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Sets his feet. It's Hammond. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down to the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side is Green. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw it again. And they're not on the same page there.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Quarterback signaling to his guys. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Rolls right. Trying to escape and get it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got it in the middle, it's Green. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Fit it in the window for the score. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Quarterback keeper. He makes his way into the end zone for the 2, and now they trail by just 13. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Keeps it on the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll run him again. Oh, he's got some space. What about that move to pick up a few extra yards to the 35?
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Out wide left, it's Carter. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Long way to go on second down. Quick give. It's Coleman Williams. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. And the Red Raiders want to move quickly. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
And, man, the defense really needs it.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Got to make the play on fourth. Going to let it fly. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on. But with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Looking for a gap. It's Hawkins.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Grabbed in the middle. It's Young. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Burrowing for yardage. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be fourth down. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. They'll move the wide receiver. Snapped on fourth down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
From the gun, it's Williams. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. The give is to Williams. And they'll stop him short of the first down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. The Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, that's one that can mess with your confidence. That is horrible. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. Let's begin with the West Virginia Mountaineers taking on the number 10 team, the Houston Cougars.
Smashes him with the stiff arm. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
And it's the Mountaineers coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season.
The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack.
And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Defenses have had their hands full slowing this guy down all season long. It's the speed, and it's the open field running ability in division. That's why he's second in the nation in rushing yards, and that's why he's square in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Looking for a man. It's Hammond. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
And the Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Changing the routes with his receivers. Back to pass on second down. Left side is Hawkins. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Young. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Cowboys racing to the line in the hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Knocked down immediately.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know, at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Second down, going to throw it. Needed a little more oomph to get it there.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, here's an interesting decision. It's early in the game. Do you want to be aggressive and try to seize momentum and go for this? Or do you just take the field goal and take the points?
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They can come up empty. Quarterback changing the play. He's looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Moves the pocket. It's Hammond. Out wide left, it's Danzy. Still on his feet at the 35. flying down the left side. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And the Cowboys want to crank the tempo.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football. Man, I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play. And
guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Making the adjustment on the play. Needs it here on 4th down. Throws it deep. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. First play of the drive comes from the 38. The give is to Williams. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4.
the offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Breaks into the open. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown, Red Raiders. And the stomping has commenced.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way. Knocked it right down the middle. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Oh, it's a reverse. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still
makes a grab and room to run. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He's looking to throw. He's got it on the move. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The Cowboys in the hurry up. Second down to the air. Moving out to the right. Touchdown, Cowboys. Quick strike through the air for the score. Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. He wants to throw it. And the sticky fingers makes that two-point conversion decision a good one. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the fourth quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now even more down the stretch.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Turning it on. The 20. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And the route is on. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense.
Running free. The 40. He's And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Hawkins. They put the brakes on it.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Texas Tech will start the drive, the offense ready to go. The give is to Williams. There he goes. The 50, the 40, the 20. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Wide receiver comes in motion. Grabbed behind the line. It's Young. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Left side is Green. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Takes it the other way. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Opening play of the drive from the 39. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Needs it. He never had a chance, never came close to converting that 4th down. Great job by this defense. Fresh center downs going to the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down, you've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on 3rd down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a 1st down.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
The give. He's got enough. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, getting to the